Hey, what's going on, y'all? What is happening? It is that time for Word of the Day, Wednesday. Hopefully I don't lose my Facebook audience because my laptop battery is down to 7%. We'll see if I could be short-winded in this one. Had an awesome time at our Bible study this morning, going through the Gospels Interwoven. Super awesome book. Highly recommend that you get it if you want something cool to read. But today we talked about something, a very famous verse. It's in John 15, and it's talking about the vine and the branches. And I don't know, I may spread this out over a couple of weeks because honestly there's so much in here, but I just want to give you a couple of thoughts on what we read today. So starting off in verse 1, it says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be more fruitful." Okay? And it's interesting because whether you're bearing no fruit, whether you have a branch that bears no fruit, or you are bearing some fruit, but the true gardener can see that you can bear more fruit. The shears, which are a gardening term, I know this because my first job ever that I actually used to put on my resume was a landscaper at my auntie's backyard. And so there's these things called shears that you use to prune. So whether you are bearing no fruit or whether you are, the shears are still coming, and it's not something to be afraid of. In the first instance, when you're bearing no fruit, when there's a branch in your life that's bearing no fruit, this could be a distraction. This could be, just something that you probably shouldn't be doing. Maybe it's an addiction that you may have. But whatever it is, it's causing your life to be bearing no fruit. When we think about fruit in our lives, it's our legacy, like what we're gonna leave behind, right? It could be our families, our kids. They are the actual seeds that we have in our lives that become fruit bearing fruit. And so when we look at something that may be causing distraction or just hindering our walk with Christ, that's just causing no fruit to happen, the shears are coming to cut that branch. But also, if we're at the place where we're bearing some fruit, but it's just not as fruitful as it could be, maybe you have more opportunity to get in the Bible and read the Bible, but you have different things that are vying for your time, or whatever the case may be. He's gonna prune, and he's gonna cut some things back. And just as we're talking about the vine and the branches, like the grapevine, man, it needs this. Otherwise it's gonna crowd out. If it has all these different branches coming out and none of those branches are pruned, then it's gonna take away from the life and the nutrients and the resources that is supposed to be going to those grapes. And so that's what allows that vine to be more fruitful. So I just want to encourage you guys that the shears are coming, the scissors are coming, either to make you more fruitful or to take off branches that aren't bearing any fruit in your life. And look, we want to be fruitful in our lives. Early on in my music career, I said this line. I said, my life is a tree, and the word is my roots. My only fear of dying is leaving my seed with no fruit. And it has so much meaning, but I don't want, my future kids to, not have anything to show for, the life that I provided, right? I want them to have fruit to show, not remain as just seeds, but also, just any seed that I'm sowing through, this Word of the Day Wednesday that I do, or the Motivational Monday that I do. And I want it to bear fruit. I hope that you leave this video encouraged. I hope that you share this with somebody. I hope that, man, my rambling, from time to time encourages you or helps you process something, out of the Bible, or maybe it inspires you to want to read the Bible more. And so, man, I see that as fruit from this time, that I'm spending. And so I want to bear fruit. I want my life to be, man, fruit bearing, because there were seeds that were sown into my life, man, years ago, and time that was invested into my life years ago. And so I just want to, man, re-sow, man, those seeds and re-sow that time. Because I know I wouldn't be the man I am today and the person I am today, man, without people investing. And so, man, I want to do the same. So I want my life to bear fruit. And so the way that I do that is I cannot be afraid of those shears. I cannot be afraid of those scissors because they are good. All right. I went a little long today. I think I lost Facebook. So I'm going to go ahead and post this one over. Make sure you check it out. Hope you guys have a great day. All right.